Hello everyone, it is a beautiful day and my edits from my editor for the Cloak and Dagger Club Book 2 just arrived Friday evening. I am filming this the week of my first book's publication. You're not going to see this video until August, I'm assuming, because I figured I would just film this vlog throughout the entire editing process. But it is pub week right now as I'm filming this. Today is July 12th. And I got the edits on Friday, which would have been July 10th. I turned in my draft for the Cloak and Dagger Club Book 2 to my editor in mid-March. Getting the edits took a bit longer than expected as my editor had to be out of the office for a couple of weeks due to her being sick, but I have the edits now. And honestly, I feel really good about them. I looked at her edit letter and the in-document comments that she left me, and I really think that what she's asking me to do is really doable. I honestly think I can really knock this out and get it done. She let me know that they were looking at about a 6-week turnaround time for these edits. Now, exactly 6 weeks from this past Friday, I will actually be on vacation, which is not ideal. However, I actually think that if I really hit the ground running, I can get these edits done before I go on the vacation, because really, my editor only gave me that's 4 fingers, 2 overarching notes that she wanted me to fix. And neither of them seem extremely strenuous. They both seem fair, they both seem doable, and then everything else that she suggested is much more line level or scene level. So I do feel like there's a chance that I can get this done in less than 6 weeks. It would also feel really good to knock them out before I go on a vacation, so then I can leave for that vacation with that sense of accomplishment, don't have to worry about it, it's all good. She did say that it's okay if I need extra time, I don't need to be wedded to the 6 weeks, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to get them done before I go on this trip. If I can't, I can't, but I think that if I work hard, I can do it. I really did gravely underestimate the amount of time that it would take for me to get the edits, but I think the good thing is I have not read this manuscript since mid-March when I turned it in. So now that it's mid-July, I think that I can really come at it with a renewed perspective and be able to really judge the book more impartially and leave with a more confident feeling about it. Because obviously when you're working on a book, you are emotionally close to it, you're reading it over and over and over again. So having a break like that is really beneficial, because then you can come back with fresh eyes, and that really does help you both recognize the things that you can improve about it and also like the book more, because sometimes when you read it over and over, you just really get sick of it, to be honest. So that's it right now. I feel really good about this. Since it is pub week at the time that I'm filming this, I am going out today to get my nails done for my launch event on Tuesday. I'm getting a manicure to match my book cover. I think it's gonna turn out super cute. So talk more later. Hello, I meant to update this vlog earlier in the day and just didn't have time. I went through and the first thing that I did was look at my editor's comments to accept anything in track changes, any line level edits that she made. I accepted them because personally I do not get too emotionally attached to those things. I just looked over them all quickly to confirm that what she was suggesting made sense to me, wasn't totally out of pocket, and then accepted all of those. And I also tackled some other comments that were just very small line level edits, things that were only in relation to one sentence, like rephrasing one point here or maybe deleting a phrase here. So I handled all of those first and then turned track changes off. So now, oh, I got my pub day nails, by the way. I don't know if you can see, but I got a pink to match my book, and then these fingers, they have a little green with then a gold. So here, can I focus on it? I don't know. Now, in terms of her edit letter, she really just asked me to handle two things. And I think in order to tackle those, I just need to reread my manuscript because I think that I can accomplish what she's asking me to accomplish just by weaving in more references to certain things throughout the narrative. Because she's not asking me to make really big plot changes. She's sort of just asking me to bring out certain aspects of the book more. So I think if I just reread, maybe as I'm doing that, natural opportunities to do that will present itself. For one of the edits, she suggested adding another book within a book element. This is an element of the Cloak and Dagger Club that I'm continuing in the sequel. Obviously, all the characters are writers, so I have excerpts from fake books that fictional characters in my book have written. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with that suggestion, but the issue is, one, I don't really know what I would come up with to implement that change. I don't know what that excerpt would be about. And I also feel like I already have a lot of excerpts, so I don't really know where I would put in another one. So I'm going to try to accomplish the same thing that she's asking, but just in a slightly different way by finding other ways that I can bring that part of the plot further to the forefront, if that makes sense. So these are gonna be my next steps. Gonna work also on a checklist because there were a couple other in-document comments she made where I think that I can just pay closer attention to this thing that she's bringing up during a reread. And we will go from there. Tomorrow is pub day, so I'm not going to be updating this vlog tomorrow. I'm going to be filming an entirely different vlog on spending pub day with me as a debut author. So I will talk to you guys again on Wednesday or after. And my book will be published. It's going to be August for you when you see this, but it's real time for me, so. Hello, it is now Friday, July 17th, and I have not worked on my edits since I last spoke to you. I had pub day, watch my pub day vlog in the link in the card, and since then I've just been at times very excited and also very stressed. So I need to kind of get back into it, but also tomorrow I'm flying to Pennsylvania. I'm going to stay with my dad for the week and have my event at Main Point Books in Wayne. Then I'm going to New York for my event at the Mysterious Bookshop with Kemper Donovan after that. So I also need to figure out what I'm packing for my trip. I want to have like a different number of outfits because I'm going to be gone for a while, but I also don't know how much realistically I can physically pack. So I'm going to start laying out some options right now. I think in terms of my edits, I really just need to do a reread of my manuscript. I haven't read it since mid-March, and I think the edits that I need to do, I'll be able to figure out where to input certain things during the rereading process. The edits really sound fair and reasonable, and I think that I can accomplish what my editor is asking me to accomplish pretty easily, I think, fingers crossed. So hopefully I can get her edits implemented in a way that she's satisfied with. Of course, if she feels like I'm not taking it far enough, I can always push it further in a second round. But it all sounds pretty reasonable to me, so I honestly think I can knock this out really quickly once I just force myself to commit. So I'm gonna start doing that sometime soon, maybe tomorrow when I'm at the airport, and we'll see how it goes. Right now I need to figure out what the heck I'm taking on my trip. I'm also debating listening to the audiobook for the Cloak and Dagger Club. I have not listened to the audiobook yet, other than just one small sample, so I kind of want to hear it, but there's also a part of me that's like, oh, it is so cringe to listen to an audiobook for my own book. Like, part of it kind of feels weird to me, like, oh, I'm listening to my own words back to me. Like, part of it feels awkward and cringe, but I also really do want to listen to it because I love this narrator and I'm sure she did a great job. It's just part of me is like, ew, listening to my own words, ew.
That was what she got for trying to write on the underground, especially when it was standing room only. She'd been balancing her notebook on her thigh, hunched to jot down an ingenious idea for a clue.
Hello, it is Tuesday, July 21st. Honestly, was hoping that I would have made more progress by now. Yesterday, though, I was swamped at work, so didn't even have time to take a couple minutes to update the vlog. My event at Main Point Books in Wayne is tomorrow, and I'm currently at my dad's house working, but I think today I'm going to start working on the edits. I have a notepad right here. So I'm gonna make a list for myself of the things that I'm going to be paying attention to while I reread. Just start at the beginning of the draft and find natural places to weave in some of the additional details that I think are going to accomplish what my editor is looking for. I feel like I got this. I don't know. The fact that I feel so confident about her edits and how to implement them does make me a little nervous, where I'm like, ooh, is it too easy? But I'm gonna try not to overthink it. I also have been listening to my audiobook. I listened to 30% of the Cloak and Dagger Club audiobook. It was initially really awkward for me to hear my own words read out loud. I was cringing a little bit at first, like, ooh, my own words. But now, once I got through that initial discomfort, I'm actually really loving the audiobook. The audiobook slaps. But I love my narrator. She was transparently a narrator who I was really interested in working with. Even before my audiobook producer, contact person, whatever, even before they contacted me about the audiobook, she was a name who I had on my short list of I would love if I could get her as an audiobook narrator. Elizabeth Noelden is her name. And so I'm really happy that we were able to get her to do the audiobook, because she was someone who I already had in mind as a top choice, even before Penguin suggested her. So I love the audiobook. Yeah, and I will probably finish listening to it. I mean, it's a little weird, obviously, because it's my own book, but I'm getting past the cringe, and now I'm just like genuinely enjoying listening to her performance, seeing where she took it. Hello, I am back home after my little mini book tour, and to be honest, I did not do that much editing while I was gone. I thought I would get some done. I only did like 300 words, so not a lot, but that's okay. Now that I'm back home, I'm gonna try to get serious. I did actually finish listening to my audiobook for the Cloak and Dagger Club, which I did really enjoy. I thought it was a really well done audiobook. I love the narrator that I got, and I think now, since I've refreshed myself on book 1, I can now go to this manuscript for book 2 and start reading it, you know, having just refreshed my memory on book 1. It might be helpful if I catch any inconsistencies or things like that. So I think that's what I have to do. I think it makes the most sense to just start rereading and identify along the way natural places where I can address my editor's feedback. Hopefully I can still get this done in the next few weeks. I don't know. I'm going to try. I'm currently up to chapter 12 in my edits. I did make some notes for myself on specific pages to revisit later to see if I want to add in like new details to accomplish the things that my editor wants me to bring out more. Also, sorry if any background noise gets picked up. There's been people out there doing yard work for the last 2 hours. I keep thinking they're done, and look, there they are, they're back again. Will I ever know peace? I don't know. Today is August 3rd, and I'm leaving for vacation on August 13th. That is late next week. Where does the time go? I can't believe it is this soon. I feel like I literally just got home. Note to self, next time do not book a vacation the month after your book comes out. I'm still gonna have fun and it's still gonna be a great time. I just think in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I believe that if I edit around 2.5 chapters every day, I will be done by the time I leave for vacation. Of course, this is not a matter of life and death. My editor said I could get more time if I needed it. I just really want to try to get it done because I believe I can do it. And also, it would be kind of nice to leave and just, you know, not have to think about it for, you know, that time that I'm gone. Just have that sense of accomplishment. Like, I did this, now I'm just going to go relax. I do think I can get it done. I also need to work on an article from my publicist. She while I was in New York, emailed me about a potential opportunity. And so I told her I would write a 500 to 1,000 word article, which I did start. I just checked and I wrote 293 words so far. So I need to work on that too, because she asked me to get it back to her by the 20th. I believe that the actual due date we discussed for my edits was the day after, the 21st. Let me check real quick. Yeah, because it was the 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So the 21st of August is when my edits are actually due. But I'm trying to get them done by the 13th just to have that off my plate. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the edits done by the 13th, then maybe read over my manuscript one last time while I am on vacation so that I can send it on the 21st. We'll see. I do feel like I'm making good progress, and it is really interesting to be rereading this book too after all this time. Hi, baby. Drizzle always wants me to pet her right after I get out of the shower. Yeah, I know. But I just took a 20-minute shower thinking about my edits, and I actually had a stroke of genius in there. I do a lot of my best thinking in the shower, and I just had to race out of here and write it down because I think it's really going to help with one of the things that I need to be editing here. Aren't you happy for me, Drizzle? Yesterday I made this checklist. I was up to chapter 15, and I determined that if I do 3 chapters every day, I can be at the epilogue by Monday, August 10th, which would give me a 2-day buffer period to finish before I go on vacation. I did only actually get through 2 chapters last night, not all 3, but that's okay because I do think I had a really good idea when I was in the shower, and so I doubled back and made that change, which I think is going to be really helpful for what my editor is asking me to do. I'm just stressed out today. I don't know. I feel like I'm making good progress on the edits. Hopefully my editor will like them, but I still have a lot to do before I go on vacation. It is coming up so soon, and I feel like I still have so much to do. I still need to finish that article for my publicist, and I'm just very anxious. I also have an event on Saturday, and my giveaway ends tonight. I think nobody else is really going to enter, to be honest. It's been a long time since somebody else entered, but technically entries are open until 11:59 tonight, so I'm also going to have to send out the prizes before I go. So I'm just stressed. I have so much to do and not a lot of time left to do it. So I am here, and to finish this schedule by the end of the day, I need to be here. I don't know, maybe it's, I think, not quite 3 o'clock. Is that right? Yes. So maybe if I can try working until 4 today. I mean, I just really need to be done before I go to the airport on Wednesday. So I think that's still achievable. Transparently, Thursday and Friday, I did not accomplish a lot because I was having 2 bad mental health days in a row. So I wasn't really feeling the most inspired to work on my edits, you know? But I think that I can get this done and be in good shape. I am kind of getting a little bit sad, weirdly, finishing these edits because this being a 2-book contract, after I finish this book, there is the chance that I may never write about these characters again. And so there's part of me that is sad about finishing this because I'm like, I never want to say goodbye to my fictional friends, you know, like, but obviously, you know, we don't know. And if you're watching this, the best thing that you can do to support me and help me continue writing about these characters is to buy my book, post positive reviews, and tell other people that you recommend my book. You know, that's that's really like all that I can ask for. And yeah, I mean, obviously I have hope and I feel good about the work that I've done, but it just kind of hit me. I was like, oh, this could be it for these particular characters who I love so much, and that made me really sad. It's like I love my characters, I love my little fictional friends. But anyways, so yeah, that kind of made me a little sad, but obviously we don't know what's gonna happen, and there's no reason that I shouldn't feel hopeful, but that just occurred to me and it did make me sad. So it is now 4:15 and I only have 2 chapters and the epilogue left. So, killing it. I'm going to work on putting together the packages for the people who won the Instagram giveaway. I have 3 copies right here, envelopes to put them in, 3 Cloak and Dagger Club bookmarks. I still have a lot of these left. I need to find places to give them away. I got these case notes, sticky notes. Now, unfortunately, I ordered 3 and they sent me 2 in the same pack. So one person is going to have to get theirs unwrapped. Yeah, but what can you do? And then lastly, can I get it out? I think I need both hands for that. These bookish sticker sheets that I got. So that's what the winners of the giveaway are going to get. All of the books are going to be signed, and I did ask all of the winners if they wanted theirs personalized, because I know some people don't like to have their names written in the books because they want to sell them or give them away after they're done reading, but they all said to personalize them, so I'm going to put their names in them. And I wanted to package all of the books and goodies here at home so that I could ensure I'm matching them up with the correct addresses. Like, you know, I don't want to send the one that says Kelly to not Kelly, you know, that would not be good. So I'll make sure that I have them all organized and like labeled which one is which. Just straightening my hair. I have to finish packing my stuff. I got my clothes done, but I have to do my toiletries and, you know, devices, chargers, that sort of thing. And I am done the editing other than rereading the epilogue, which I'm going to do before I leave to go to the airport tonight. I didn't end up finishing on Monday like I originally planned. I'm also gonna have to re-edit this vlog because I ran out of storage space on my Mac and I had to delete my iMovie library and start over because it was not going to let me export the video, and there was nothing that I could delete to clear storage. You know, I already deleted a bunch of old files, old messages, and it was still claiming that I didn't have enough storage space to export the video. So I'm going to have to do half of this vlog over again. It is what it is. So I'm gonna finish up these edits, then go on vacation and think about nothing other than having fun for a week and a half. I deserve it. That underlayer looks pretty straight to me, so now I can do the top. I have so much hair. I have to work today, and then I'm gonna get changed into a different outfit before I leave for the airport because I didn't want to be wearing the same clothes for more than 24 hours. And hopefully everything will be good and I can go relax, have the satisfaction of a job well done. And that's it. I'll talk to you in a few minutes. Okay guys, I have 15 minutes till I have to leave, so I truly let this go down to the last moment, but I'm done. I got through the epilogue. There was really nothing else that I had to change in the epilogue. The only comment my editor left there I kind of addressed already. That was one of her big picture notes. And I feel good about it. I don't think I can feel 100% good because I'm currently about to rush out the door, so I'm not in a bask in the glory moment right now, but I did work hard on this. I think I did what she was asking me to do. Since I still have a week and a half before I actually have to turn it in, I think I'm going to reread the manuscript straight through one more time while I am on vacation. I'm just going to email it to myself so I can read it on my iPad and just confirm that everything is good. I added a little under 2,000 new words, so honestly, not that bad. I feel like she didn't give me a lot of edits and I did everything, though the fact that the edits were so minor and my changes were so minor now kind of has me in my head wondering if I didn't do a good enough job. But, you know, I don't want to second guess it. I'm going to send it to her and we're just going to see how it goes, you know? I did the best that I could, I think. Also going to try to edit this video tonight at the airport so I can schedule it to post next week. So if you're seeing this, I'm probably on vacation right now. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want to watch another one of my videos, check out this one on the screen right here. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you watch this entire video, why don't you comment an airplane emoji down below because I have to go catch my flight. But I love and appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, and enjoy the rest of your day.